What's up guys, Alvar here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. In this channel we talk about the stock market, but we do it in two different languages, English and Spanish. So if English is not your cup of tea, you can also watch this very same video narrated by me in Spanish. In this video we are going to be talking about 3 hot SPACs that you have to keep a close watch on for either trading or even as a long-term investment. And here in the channel, I have already explained to you guys what a special purpose acquisition company is, but I want to go over that concept once again. So, what is a SPAC? What is a special purpose acquisition company? Well, a special purpose acquisition company is a blank check company with no commercial operations that is formed to raise capital for the purpose of either merging or acquiring another already existing company. So, in other words, a SPAC is not a company that is executing any specific business model, but rather is an instrument to take public any private company. So, whenever you either trade or invest in any SPAC, you have to be aware that the market performance of these stocks is subject to the news that might potentially come out about a possible merger or about a possible acquisition. So, without further ado, let's check on these 3 hot SPACs. And the first hot SPAC that I want to tell you about in this video is IPOE. The ticker symbol is obviously IPOE. Well, this is a special purpose acquisition company that wants to take public SoFi, which is a leading next generation financial services platform. What you guys can see on your screen is SoFi's website, alright? So, this is a company that offers financial services such as loan refinancing, mortgages, personal loans, credit cards, insurance, investing, and deposit accounts. So far, SoFi has served 1.8 billion customers and delivered over $200 million in total net revenue in the third quarter of 2020. And SoFi is supposed to be on track to generate $1 billion of net revenue in 2021. That would represent a 60% growth year over year. But the most important aspect about IPOE is that good old Chamath Palihapitiya is investing $275 million to facilitate the merge with SoFi. And guys, something that is worth pointing out about SPACs is that they are usually worth $10 a share, okay? And a SPAC has a 2-year period in order to merge or acquire another company. However, if the merge or acquisition doesn't go through, the SPAC can go into liquidation, all right? So, if every share of a SPAC is worth $10 and a SPAC is liquidated, investors will probably end up getting $10 per every share they purchased. So, you guys can go ahead and do the math. If you purchased 100 shares of a SPAC at $20, say, just to set an example, therefore you invested $2,000 in that SPAC. But if that SPAC happens to be liquidated and you are returned $10 a share, you will be realizing a $1,000 loss. So, my fellow traders and investors, you'd better be very careful when it comes to either investing or trading any SPAC out there. But in the case of IPOE, and taking into account that Chamath Palihapitiya is actually investing money in this special purpose acquisition company, that increases significantly the odds for the merger to go through, okay? And when it comes to the short term, let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour chart of IPOE. Okay, my fellow traders and investors, here we have the 4-hour chart of IPOE, and here we have a perfect example of what happens when any SPAC out there announces plans to either merge or acquire another company. So check this out. On January 7th, IPOE was a SPAC that was trading at around $12 a share. And on that day, January 7th, Chamath Palihapitiya came on the air on CNBC announcing his plans to take SoFi public through IPOE. And take a look at what happened, guys. This thing went ballistic. It went from $12 a share up to $22 a share in one single day. So, this goes to show how sensitive any SPAC is to any news regarding a potential merger or acquisition. So if you guys want to trade or invest in any SPAC, you have to be willing to go or to deal with an extreme volatility, okay? That is basic. And when it comes to trading IPOE, we don't really have a lot of technical data to analyze because the potential merger was announced just a few trading days ago. But if we check on the 5-day, 5-minute chart, let me pull it up, okay, we can see that IPOE is in a clear uptrend, all right? And it actually closed on last Friday making a lower high. So IPOE from a technical standpoint look as of now very bullish, okay? But in my case, I would rather wait for a pullback of IPOE down to $19 a share. And let me pull up again here the 4-hour chart. All right, so here on the 4-hour chart, you guys can see that $19 a share was a very good support last week, okay, where you can see this red line. And let me show you, by the way, the 2 trades that I took last week on IPOE. So check this out, guys. First, on January 8th, I purchased 100 shares at $18.44, and then on that very same day I sold them at $19.41 a share, okay? That was a $100 profit, give or take, okay? Very nice profit. And on that same day, IPOE pulled back down to $19 a share, so I re-entered the position purchasing 100 more shares at $19.03, and I held those shares until January 15th, okay, selling them at $20.20 a share, making a very nice $120 profit, okay? So in my case, guys, and taking into account that I am going to pull up again the 4-hour chart, taking into account that the RSI of IPOE is as of now at 70 points on the 4-hour chart, so it is very elevated. I am not dodging IPOE again until it pulls back down to $19 a share again, or until the RSI cools off a bit, okay? So watch out for IPOE next week, guys, at around $19 a share. That's definitely a buy, in my opinion. And the second hot SPAC that I am going to be talking about in this video is Northern Genesis. The ticker symbol of Northern Genesis is NGA. So NGA is obviously a SPAC, okay, that wants to take public Lion Electric. Lion Electric is a small Canada-based maker of electric trucks and buses. This company agreed to merge with Northern Genesis in exchange for funding. So the deal is expected to be closed by the end of March, okay? So we have a SPAC. We have a deal that might be potentially be closed by the end of March, meaning by good news, a SPAC, so you guys can go ahead and do the math yourselves, okay? All right, Lion Electric is supposed to be working on a deal with Amazon to manufacture 500 electric trucks per year from 2021 to 2025. And from 2026 to 2030, either 500 trucks a year or 10% of their manufacturing capacity per year, whichever is greater. So guys, as of now, this is a very small company that is manufacturing only a few trucks and buses a year, okay? But if a deal to manufacture electric trucks for Amazon, which is one of the largest companies of the world, goes through, this stock can easily, no problem, climb up to $100 or $150 a share, okay? At a long term, obviously. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at the technicals for the short term on NGA. Okay guys, here on the 4-hour chart we can see a great uptrend, so NGA is looking very bullish, no doubt about it. However, the RSI is at 68 points, very high, so I think that NGA is due for a cool-off pullback anytime soon, maybe to this red line at around $28.47, which was a previous support, or even better, paying a visit to the 50 SMA line on the 4-hour chart at around $26 a share. So NGA a bit overextended in my opinion, and I am looking forward to picking up some shares at around $28 or $26 a share. Okay guys, and the third and last hot SPAC that I am going to be talking about in this video is Altimeter Growth Corporation, ticker symbol AGCB. Well, this is a pure SPAC play, guys, and why? Well, because Altimeter Growth Corporation hasn't selected any potential business combination yet, and AGCB is a SPAC that belongs to Altimeter Capital, which is an enterprise software company that invests in companies that are in their mid stages. Altimeter Capital has invested in the past in companies like Expedia, Zillow, Airbnb, and Snowflake. So here we have a total speculative SPAC. And why? Well, because the second Altimeter Growth Corporation announces plans to merge with any company out there, this SPAC will pull up massively, guys. You guys can mark my words, 30 or 40% in value in one single day. And for those who like taking a huge risk in order to obtain huge gains, AGCB could be a good opportunity. And take into account that Altimeter Growth is trading as of now at around $13 a share. But as I just said before, as soon as this SPAC announces any potential merger or acquisition, this SPAC will go on a tear. Well, in the short term, we didn't have much data, guys, because AGCB has only been trading for 5 days. This last week, it went from $12.41 a share up to $14 a share, and then it started to sell off back down to $12.50 a share. The RSI on the 5-day, 5-minute chart is at 39 points. So if any of you is brave enough to take a chance on this speculative SPAC, you are good to go right away. And I ask you guys, do you think that these SPACs are too speculative? Do you think that these SPACs are not worth the risk? Would any of you invest at a long term in a SPAC waiting for a possible merger or acquisition? Please drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Also remember, I am not a financial advisor. If any of you wants to either trade or invest in any of the SPACs that I mentioned in this video, you must do your own research work and reach your own conclusions, okay? So I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you very much for your attention. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. Please also hit the like button for me. And remember, this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the stock market in 2 different languages, English and Spanish, but most importantly, the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.